Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maritza and Ramadhani as the leader of opposition. Our motion today is this House perverts the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. The government team has stated that by defunding the police, it will increase the number of possibility of unanswered service calls. But that may be true to some extent, ladies and gentlemen, but in reality, these police officers are often called just to rescue a cat stuck on a tree or changing the light bulbs. In short, they do everything from paperwork, online forms to helping the citizens. Some of these tasks are small that could be done by the other government departments. If we defund the police and relocate some of the money to other government departments for them to solve these menial and small tasks, it will be better, right? All the citizens are gonna be helped, the police officers are overworked and can really focus on ensuring the safety of the citizens. The other thing the government team has stated is that by reforming the police departments, we can give opportunities for more people of colors to get into the police departments. But we think, rather than thinking about that, why don't we consider the fact that U.S. educational system is one of the most unequal in the industrialist world, and students routinely receive dramatically different learning opportunities based on their race alone. How can we expect these minorities to enroll to the police department if their education aren't even equal? And think about it, if these police officers, in which 65% of them are white, were to be asked to interview and qualify the minorities' abilities before they get into the police department, the police officers can just deny them because of the reason that they are maybe not smart enough or strong enough. And ladies and gentlemen, don't you think it is unfair? Because the reason behind the fact that they are not smart enough or anything is because, right, unequal education. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're once again emphasizing the fact that we should defund the police. The relocated money can be used to build better education for all citizens. So, moving to our first argument, which is connected to our rebuttal, defunding the police means better facilities. But the first thing you need to know is, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that 45% of U.S.'s funding goes to the police department, while public schools in U.S. only gets about 8%. See how much big of the difference there is? Of course, we understand that ensuring the safety of all citizens is an important thing. Um, but some of these police doesn't even know how to treat autistic people and often see them as posing threats. We want to ensure the safety for all citizens, right? But there are some cases where the police just see some people as posing threats. For example, like the case of Elijah McClain. He was an autistic man that was killed by the police just because he was waving his arms around and the officers see him as a threat. So, our point is, by defunding the police department, we can raise awareness about autistic people or people that suffer from certain mental illnesses, etc. So, there won't be any mistreatment by the police officer ever again, because we are already aware of of certain mental illness symptoms. And this is only one example on why defunding the police means better facilities. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second argument is defunding the police will reduce the power of will reduce the power. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, we need to realize that budgets are often related to power. By refunding the fund of the police department, it means that reducing the power of systemic racism in the police department. So, what we expect by funding the police department as now it is with big amount of money, the money should means that the police department reduces many crimes, right? But the reality is 90% of people stopped by the police were not committing any crimes and did not carry any weapons on them. What more shocking is the fact that most of these people are black people or Latinos. That is because the officer used skin tones to determine suspicions. Frankly, why do we pay tax just so that these police officers are overpowered and can be racist and can accuse whoever based on their skin tones or race? If we defund the police, it will decrease their powers, and relocated fund can be used for social education about racism. And why we shouldn't be one? So, ladies and gentlemen, we really believe that by defunding the police is the first step to stop racism from happening all over the world. I raise my case. Thank you.